What's up, everybody?
It's that week. Finally. Thank you.
Everyone looks excited.
We have a
We should be.
Rod,
we have a whole
Niners are in the playoffs.
Rod is frozen.
has to be frozen.
He gotta
Divisional
be.
round, baby. Let's
He
go.
gotta be.
Cowboys. Well, anyway, what's up, everybody? It's Gina repping a Bay Productions. If you're a Niners fan, raise your hand. If you're on the crew of Gina Rapid Bay Productions and you love talking about football, raise your hands.
All right, there we go. Now we got it.
There we go.
We've got a special ass show for you tonight. We actually had the nerve to bring on a Cowboys fan. Oh, shit. Oh, and one more thing. I'm finally wearing a 49ers jersey. You know why? And it's, of course, Fred Warner. Because it's playoffs, baby! Divisional round in Levi Stadium. Okay. Enough of that. So please welcome in a very special guest. I know him. I've been on his podcast, Death, Taxes, and Sports. Please welcome Ben Holloway, Cowboys fan. Be nice.
Hey, this is sports, man. We love talking sports, and everybody likes different teams. That's how it goes.
Exactly. And I want to give a quick shout out, if it can be quick, because this live chat is lit right now. We've got hella people up in here. Wise, who we got up in here? Jordan, who we got? Dan?
Let's see. We got Damien. We got my boy Marcus, the mod, in the building. Danielle, she always repping. What's up, Danielle? Hey.
That's our newest Patreon member. What's up?
The Patreon. Shout out to Danielle.
I see Marcus comments. You're ready to cook Cowboys fans. Clap your hands. I like it. I like the enthusiasm. I'll clap for you. How's that? I'll clap for you.
Yeah, we got Bebop, we got Damien, we got Patriot Sports Radio. Hey, thanks. He said he was stopping by, and hello.
Nate Dogg.
Met him in the content creators, Ben, in our group. I met him in the content creators group chat that we're in.
Yes. Great chat.
Mm-hmm.
Just like tonight's going to be a great chat.
Hell yeah.
And that's probably selling it short. It's going to be an amazing chat, an amazing show.
It is.
All right, let's go. Let's get hyped. Let's go.
Woo! And so, we've got a lot to get into. And there's Nate, our other moderator. And so as you may or may not have seen, we in the intro, we do have Patreon. So, but first, make sure you click subscribe if you're not already. And, our Patreon members tier 2 get to ask questions. You become part of the show. That's right. So for a nominal fee, you get to find out who's going to be on the show and all that stuff, behind the scenes things. And so anyways,
what she's trying to say is do it now if you haven't done it yet. Now, like ASAP.
And we have some really cool guests coming up. Okay. Let me just say that. All right. So, first of all, Ben, thank you so much for joining, especially last minute.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can take the smoke. I've only been listening to it since 1995, so it ain't like it's anything new. It ain't anything new. It's been a long time.
Jesus in the house. What's up, Jesus? So yeah, let's go. Let's start this off. Because it's, and if you have to go after an hour, that's fine, but we'll be here a while. So, well, let's start off with the Cowboys question. Miss Debbie had asked, let's see.
Marcus, I'm confused by that comment, but I think it's a compliment, so I appreciate it.
It definitely is. That's a compliment.
I like it.
So why am I not? Okay. I think this is Miss Debbie's question. Be honest. What do you feel Dak's greatest weakness will be as he faces the 49ers? And this question is open to everybody to answer.
All right. Well, I guess I'll take it away, man. You got it.
Okay, I was waiting. I don't know. I don't have to go first. I know it's Dak and it's the Cowboys, but I don't have to go first. But to me, it's extremely obvious. Before the Bucks game, it's 7 games in a row with interceptions. Well, you might not want to do that against an amazing defense, an amazing team. So he's got to protect the football. The one thing that, as far as a quarterback, physical traits, all of that, you can say there's better because there are. But his leadership is, I would say, top 5, especially because of what he said after the game, and then with Lisa Salter's post game, and then in post game as well. He basically said those 7 games, I was trying to do too much. I was getting out of myself. I was trying to score on every play, and I just went back to how I play, and that's how I did what I did against the Bucks. And let's be fully clear: the 49ers represent a significant step up in competition. They are much, and it's not even close. They are 49ers are significantly better. But as far as Dak goes, I think that taking a sack is not necessarily a bad thing. Throwing it away, those type of things. Like if you're gonna throw an interception, which hopefully you don't, make it on a 3rd and long where you're just throwing it deep. So it's basically like a punt. Like Dak just needs to play smart. If he plays smart, we'll have a chance. And he also has to make sure that when he gets sacked, he doesn't fumble. Because, against Seattle, Seattle was in the game, possibly about to take the lead back in the 3rd quarter. We know what happened. Strip sack and the floodgates opened. So Dak's got to protect the football. That includes fumbling, interceptions. He can do it even against a great defense. I'm not going to sit here and say he will, but he has the ability to do so. He's going to need Kellen Moore to not be a bum, because Kellen Moore, if you ask any Cowboys fan, is one of the most frustrating people associated with the Cowboys. Sometimes he looks like a top 5 coordinator, very creative, like, holy crap, that was surprising. How is defense supposed to stop that? Other times it is extremely vanilla and extremely predictable, and that's not even really Dak's fault when that doesn't work, because 1st and 10, give it to Zeke. Oh, we got 1 yard. Oh, the next 1st and 10, give it to Zeke. Oh, we got 2 yards. Oh, the next one, it's just, when it's predictable, it doesn't work. But I will say one thing. I'm glad that they finally realized Pollard is better than Zeke, because they got Pollard the ball a lot more last week, and I think that's going to continue, especially you got against the Niners. If we can say maybe not a weakness, but the weakest part of the defense, and I'm sure 49ers fans here may disagree, but out of the linebackers are the secondary. Secondary is the weakest link. I'm not calling it weak or saying it's trash, but out of the lineup, that's the weakest part. Which, what does that mean? Dallas better be pass heavy. You ain't running on them. I don't care. I'm throwing 66 times like Tom Brady. Don't go that far. But they should probably be more pass happy than run happy. So I'll let someone else go now. I talked for a long time.
It's all good. Jordan?
No, I mean, he brings up good points, because I think the biggest thing, though, we'll see. I think the biggest part where he talked about was not trying to make that big play. Now, obviously, we saw Dak. He didn't try to do that last week. He took what was given to him and also did a good job using his eyes and make things happen too. But again, the biggest part is that you didn't see a pass rush like you're going to see, this week. And I mean, I think even that being said, the Cowboys have a solid offensive line. I think only Jason Peters, who's been starting lately, is going to be out. But sometimes when things start speeding up like that again, we'll see what happens if you go back to old habits or you stick to the new ones that he showed last week on Monday. Because to your point too, Ben, he's shown this before. I know they lost this game, but I remember back in the 2016 playoffs, that game against the Packers.
Rookie year. Yep.
Yeah, there was a game against the Packers. And obviously it was one of the best throws in NFL history by Aaron Rodgers to set up a game-winning field goal. But Dak played a really good game in that game. He's proven in big moments that he can make it happen.
The one thing, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but the one thing they did last week that they probably will do if they're smart is they got Dak out of the pocket. and getting him on the run because uses athleticism. He's not Josh Allen, but like he's athletic. He can move. So they're doing some bootlegs and kind of getting him out of the pocket. And one of his best throws of that game was thrown across his body when he went out to the left and that touchdown. Like, I mean, you got to get him on the edge, especially against an amazing defense. You can't against the Niners. You can't just be like, hey, go shotgun the whole game. Or go under center. You can't do it. You got to put variation and creativity or else it ain't going to work. The defense is too good.
Yeah, I mean, you look at some of the teams that the 49ers they either lost to or struggled against. I mean, there's Jarrett Stidham. It was in his first start, was mobile enough. Geno, at times, he can be mobile. Well, his legs actually set up the field goal to take the lead before halftime. Against Atlanta, and I get it, they're missing all the starters, but Marcus Mariota, we already talked about him a little bit earlier. You got Justin Fields with Chicago, and, of course, Patrick Mahomes, who isn't a runner but is very mobile. That is the way you can make things happen because, obviously, if you can extend plays with your legs, well, that means that the secondary has to cover even that much longer. So that's one of those things, like you said, it has to happen.
What is that?
I was confused by that noise myself. It wasn't me.
Is that you, Wise?
Or anything.
Is that Wise's sound effects?
No, I'm muted, so it wasn't me. So yeah.
That's a
Oh no.
That's trees.
that's a motorcycle.
That's what I thought. It sounded like a motorcycle, but I was like, why would Wise be,
I don't have that sound effect.
revving up a
motorcycle.
motorcycle?
He said I don't have that sound.
Certainly not me, tickling the keys. So,
I think so.
I don't know what
Yeah,
that
with
sound
the
was.
Steinway in the back.
Trees got to go on mute, right? Like you, we got
Shut up, Danielle. She
racing
goes
out
so
back. You know what I'm saying? We got people, running red lights and stuff. You got to go on mute. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Be safe out
just
there.
hear
Be
that
safe out there.
vroom. You know what I'm saying? Like people, goddamn.
I love it. At least this ain't no Zoom meeting and shit.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're having fun. I was dying though. I was like, is someone in trouble? Like,
Jeez, Nate.
someone need to excuse
Nate,
themselves.
you know what I'm saying? It ain't me tickling the Steinway back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't me.
She said, "What was that?"
Cool. Yeah. As far as his greatest weakness, I mean, he just throws a lot of INTs. I mean, I don't know. I hope we can expose that. Nick Bosa.
So overall in his career, his interception rate is actually, I think, the second lowest besides Rodgers.
I didn't mean like in his career, but
7-game streak of horrible. Anyways, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, like I know last year it was pretty bad, and he's just not. I'm just wondering, like, if we can expose him. We do have the best defense. I know yours is up there, like number 2 or 3. It's number 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Depends on
but
what stat you're talking about, but yeah, we're both up there. It's 2 really good defenses.
right.
Ours got weaker when we lost our second and third corners, basically back-to-back weeks. So
Yeah,
that
so-
kind of hurt us. But
I just hope we can expose him. Yeah.
Biggest thing too, they got to find a way to be somewhat balanced. I know, like obviously running up the middle is not the way to go and make things happen against San Francisco, but you got to find a way to have some sort of a running attack because then that also helps you extend and move out the pocket with play action bootleg game.
yeah, that's like Pollard sweeps outside. Get a little misdirection. Who knows? Maybe try like a end around or something. You got to be against a great defense, which the Niners obviously are an amazing defense. You gotta be creative.
Yeah.
If you're just basic, it ain't gonna work. Just not.
All right, Gina, we got to stop bringing on these nice fans from other teams. I just want to go in like we got to start bringing in the rowdy ones that want to talk shit. Ben, you're too nice, so we're not even gonna go in on you like that. Look, Dak.
I'm probably the most rational Cowboys fan you'll ever meet.
I can deal with that on a person-to-person level. Like I can deal with that. Some fans just be out of here. But look, Dak is a turnover machine this year. In my opinion, I want him to throw the ball a lot. Like if we're forcing him into passing situations,
Mhm.
right now I feel like he's gonna make a mistake, even if it's just mental. Right now he's mentally like, I didn't throw a pick last week. He's due now. Now I feel like he's due to throw a pick. So
Mhm.
Well, it depends
You're right,
upon.
Wyatt.
I want him to throw the ball 50 times.
Depends upon his mindset. Does he say that worked for one game, so I got to do that, or does he go back to being out of character and being aggressive?
I don't believe in Dak. I'm not a Dak supporter, so I personally don't know his mindset like that. But from what I've seen this year, I wouldn't expect another great. I'm happy he got a good game out the way now, so I don't expect a good game this weekend. So we'll see what he does.
The Warriors won?
Oh yeah, Dubs won.
The Warriors won? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
No,
Wow.
you're good. You're good. I was just going to respond and say nobody is getting 5 touchdowns against this defense. This is not happening. Nobody's. Doesn't matter.
Facts.
Against your defense?
No, yours. Dak had 5 touchdowns in Monday night. He ain't getting 5 touchdowns Sunday night.
Oh, they gave up 4 to Vegas.
Yeah, but you want to know why? Because y'all took a nap. You did the same that Dallas did against Houston and Jacksonville. Dallas against every down opponent they played down to the whole season. And that's what y'all did against Vegas. Y'all took a nap, thought Jared Stidham sucks. We don't know who he is. And let Devontae dominate and made it a game. And then you guys realized, shit, we're a lot better team than them. So let's go finish the game and win.
Plus, they were hungover.
Maybe
I
that's
mean,
what it was. Because I wouldn't
that's-
say
It was New Year's Eve the night before.
I don't know. I feel like we forget sometimes how actually loaded the Raiders offense can be when they actually have their full weapons. Because they didn't have that all year until that game.
I mean, Devontae,
it was really just Devontae and Jacobs.
Yeah. Josh Jacobs went off.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like that term when the great team starts playing poorly against a bad team. You just took a nap. Like either you wake up from the nap and you win, or you never wake up and you lose. It's what it is. It's what it is. But yeah, I'm not sold I'm not sold on Dak yet. He had a great game, a good playoff game, but now you're stepping up. Now you're playing the big boys. So what can you do against 49ers? Because, it's a lot different than Tampa. Tampa was 8-9, let's be real. And if they didn't have Brady, as much as people say he's fallen off a cliff, which he's not what he used to be, but he's not a bottom 10 quarterback like a lot of people are saying. But if they had somebody worse, they would have been like 3-14. Like that team was not good. So 49ers are a significant step up. So I got to see it again. Dak, do it again. You do it again.
No, Dak, don't do it again. Like, no.
Well, y'all don't want him to do it again. Yeah, y'all don't want him to do it again.
Yeah.
We certainly do. But
I want to see a good game. So by all means.
I think we're gonna get into all the bigger aspect of the game this weekend. But hey, shout out to Miss Debbie, by the way.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to say, and I'm sure we'll probably talk more about this because I definitely want to get into this a little later. But I don't know how much time Ben has, but I was watching the game from the wild card game last year, and man, the Niners, we should not have won that game. That costly interception from Garoppolo, I was rewatching that and I was pissed off.
Gina, all I need to tell you is this: 18 penalties.
Yeah,
you ain't winning any game with 18 penalties.
But had you guys, no, I know.
And by the way, one was a killer when they ran out of time at the end. The 49ers possession before, they had stopped him on third down, and this idiot who's not on the team anymore, Brandon Gregory, tackled a guy that wasn't even in the play. The guy gave you guys 15 yards, and you guys got 2 more first downs.
Yep.
So that last drive, we would have had like another 3 to 4 minutes left without that idiot play. So those penalties were big.
They were, but I was like thinking, like, even if that was cleaned up, you guys had those last, seconds, you still could have won.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, correct me if I'm wrong on that. Didn't Bosa get hurt, or didn't he miss like the second half of that game?
He missed a little bit of time. Yeah.
Yeah, like because I remember we were up early in that game, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's usually how the Cowboy Niner games go. Like
Mhm.
one of the teams gets a nice jump, goes up double digits real quick, and it kind of determines the rest of the game. But
Right.
I remember I was like, dang, we need Bosa in here because it started getting real close, and I was biting
Yep.
nails and shit was getting real.
They say styles make fights. They say
Marcus.
styles make fights for a reason.
Oh, indeed.
And them Niners run offense, and our weakness on defense is run defense. So there you go. That's one of the biggest. That's one of the biggest problems. Our weakness defense is your absolute strength on offense. That's one of the biggest problems.
Marcus, you better get out of here with that shit. See what I'm saying, Ben? See what I'm saying? He's a Niner fan.
Hitting us with the voice again.
Oh, what? Oh, the ASMR. It was. I just thought I sound clear.
Nah, you good. You good.
Yeah, Ms. Debbie agrees. Bosa was out.
And Marcus, you did not win because of Jimmy. You almost lost because of Jimmy.
Exactly.
Right?
That's usually how it goes.
That's
you almost lost.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Like,
That's how I was like,
we should have never been back in that game. The interception was
that's
horrible.
what I'm saying.
That's
we had no
like,
business winning that.
I'm not saying that they would have won, but if Randy Gregory doesn't waste that penalty, wasted like another 3 minutes, because you guys got 2 more first downs after that. So like Dak would have had like 5 minutes left. There would have been no chance he would run out of time.
Marcus,
And the
don't
Cowboys,
you get it now? Every week we have another fan from another team that comes on and tells you it wasn't because of Jimmy. Get it through your head, Marcus. Jimmy was getting carried. Just let it be.
and the Cowboys were the most penalized team last season too, right? So they had a lot to clean up for this season.
Top of it this year.
But they only had.
They got rid of Gregory.
They were a little bit better. I think they were still 5th most, but they had 3 against Tampa. So that, I mean, who knows? Maybe they can continue that. I have no idea who the refs are this weekend, but part of penalties is who the reffing crew is. But yeah.
Marcus needs a Jimmy hug.
Marcus needs a Jimmy hug.
So I have a question from Miss Danielle, another Patreon member, right here. So this is geared towards 49ers, but like I said, it's open for you too, Ben. What do you think about Dallas saying Purdy is not prepared for this defense? Why do I feel like Dan the Man is going to be coming around for this question? He just popped up like, hello.
There you go.
I have been patiently waiting. So I'll let you read the question, Gina, because I'm ready to get into it. Because Ben is so nice. He's so nice as a Cowboys fan. But I want you to know, Ben, there are other Dallas Cowboy fans on here that I plan to flame, Waka Flocka flame on here, because I've been waiting on Friday. Because come Sunday, Big Ben, your season comes to an end. You like how I made that rhyme, Ben?
Yeah, I see what you did there. I see what you did.
Your season comes to an end.
We'll see what happens when we get out on that field.
No. It won't be no we'll see what happens. We know what's going to happen. Dak's going to give us 3 interceptions, maybe even a fumble.
Nah.
Oh, yeah. He's a turnover machine. So I know you've been nice and quiet. Gina, please.
Oh, I can take it. Don't worry. And the majority.
But trust and believe, all this cowgirl pandemonium is about to come to an end quickly. You guys like to, beat up on the little people. You beat a Tampa Bay team that was trash, that didn't even deserve to be in the playoffs. And then you guys want to talk about how great Dak looked and how great the defense looked and how everybody looked. You played against a subpar team that at any point, anybody in the NFC South could have won. But because you went against Big Brady, you went against the phony goat.
It's Tom Brady.
You went against the phony goat. So now Dallas looks like a playoff contender. Looks like a Super Bowl. You about to find out real quick on Sunday that them Cowboys ain't nothing but ranch farmers. real quick. You about to
Yeah,
find out.
but you
I'm
talk. By the way,
patiently waiting.
you talking
to go
about
in.
you talking about 99% of Cowboys fans, which is why everyone hates the Cowboys because of the fans, not the team. That's
It's
what
not
you're
the
talking
team.
about right now.
You're
It's
right,
the fans.
Big Ben. You're
Fans
right,
are
Big Ben.
irrational.
But Big Ben, you have on that lovely 11 jersey. What does that
Yes,
11
sir.
represent?
Michael Parsons.
Oh, yes. That's your best player, correct?
Correct.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was a Danny
There
White
he
jersey.
is. So what happens when Micah Parsons can't get in there?
Pause.
He ain't the only player. Just because he's the best player doesn't mean he's the only one.
Name another one.
Wait, hold on. Time out. Dan, did you come home and I missed the episode?
Right.
I know. Are you a Niners fan now,
You're a Niners
Dan?
Like, what did I miss?
Right.
Just to be clear, Ben, Dan is a LA Rams fan. Okay.
Yeah.
I am a Rams diehard fan.
Oh no,
Okay.
dang.
Die hard.
He said, okay.
The
Yeah,
way you
I'm
talk,
not
the way
convinced
you
anymore.
talking, it seemed like it.
Exactly.
You would
Exactly.
think I was a 49ers fan. That should tell you, Ben, how much I dislike the Dallas Cowboys.
You
The
can't like
fact
the
that everyone
49ers
on this
more than the
panel can be
Cowboys.
like, Dan has come home, shows you the disdain that I have for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I agree with Marcus.
And I will be
It's not
laughing
even.
on
It's not even
Monday.
undercover.
Yeah,
It
it's
ain't
out in the
undercover.
open.
It's out. It's out in the open.
He
I
didn't
will
came
be
home.
laughing with
Dan
Stephen
came
A. on
home.
Monday, laughing, looking at Dallas Cowboy fans cry again. Because last year we have footage of your fans
Oh yeah,
crying in the
Stephen A.
stands.
Smith. Stephen A. Smith loves to show it. No, I've seen it plenty of times. Don't worry.
Yeah, but we have footage of your fans crying
Hey,
in the
Rick
stands
Diaz.
last year. We have the footage.
Yeah, I'm
if
telling
you
you, I've
think-
seen it many times. I don't know why you're trying to say it over and over again. We all know it.
No, what's going to
We all,
happen? Big
we all
Ben, is
seen it. Like, what's the
what's
point of you
gonna
repeating
happen,
it
Big
over and
Ben,
over
is-
again? I don't know.
They're going to find that same fan that was crying last year, and they're going to put her on the screen again. That's what's coming, Ben.
Oh shit.
That's what's coming, Ben, because there's going to be a route.
By the way,
It's not going to be close.
does anybody want to answer the
talked about-
question?
I heard you
I was
say.
trying to answer the
I heard
question,
you
but
say-
we're going all over here. I was hoping one of the Niners
That's
fans
usually
would
what
answer the
Dan does in
question.
these episodes. Like,
Yeah.
Like, any
is-
Niners
Well,
fan
welcome
can
to the
answer.
church of Dan.
I heard Ben say the number 2 defense. What we're going to see on Sunday is the number 2 defense look like the number 32 defense.
Oh,
Ooh.
Say something.
Y'all scored 23
Say
points last
something.
year.
yo,
23
Dan,
points
Dan's
last
one of
year.
those dudes who be when it's a fight going down, Dan be instigating like, oh, he's gonna get him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna get him. Dan, chill, bro.
Like left, right. Oh, he took your
No,
wallet.
here
No,
instigating and shit, like-
you know what he was hoping? He was hoping that I was one of those 99 percenters. But then he'd get the response that he wants, but he ain't getting the response. So now
that's
he's
usually what
disappointed.
Dan. You're right, Ben.
No,
Dan
he's
is
disappointed
looks
because
for
he ain't getting
things.
the response.
Ben, literally,
and
Ben.
honestly, you really do have. some
We've
pretty
been
good
live. We've been live for 30 minutes, and I have said nothing purposely to let you be able to calm down those Cowboy fans that love to talk that bullshit
Yeah,
against
that's what they do.
inferior opponents. Like they love to be like, oh my God, look how Dak looked. Like Dak hasn't thrown an interception or two for the past 6 fucking weeks. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, he had no turnovers against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Ooh.
Well, we can't sit here and say that the Bucks defense is like one of the worst 5 in the league.
Stop
'Cause
it,
that ain't
Ben.
true. That ain't true.
Stop it, Ben.
You make
The
you
Falcons
making
could
it.
have won that. The Falcons could have won that division.
Leave
The
the Falcons
Saints could have
alone.
won
Leave the
that
Falcons
division.
alone.
Yeah, I was like,
The
don't get Jordan in
Panthers
now.
Said leave the Falcons alone.
Carolina should have won if they didn't let Mike Evans score 3 touchdowns on 3 go routes.
Listen, they had no DBs. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is your phony fake win against Tom Brady. We finally beat Tom Brady. We finally beat the GOAT. Ooh.
Hey, we were saying that about
We're
Brock.
going to get humbled on Sunday. All of those
Brock
Tom
beat the
Brady
GOAT.
quotes and stats, That goes out the window on Sunday because you face a real defense.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
mean,
tell-
I've been
the only-
listening.
the
I
only-
said y'all were the
Never
best
mind.
defense. I don't know.
Dallas
Are we
It's not-
listening?
No. But I also heard you say you're the second defense. And what I'm
Oh,
telling
I didn't
you
say that.
is-
Gina said that. I didn't even
It
say
doesn't
that,
even-
Gina. I didn't even
You're
say
right.
that.
Gina,
I did.
take that out of your vocabulary. They're not the second defense in the league.
I said
They're the
second
32nd
or
defense in the
third.
league when they play the 49ers.
Wait, Teresa's trying to say something.
Yeah, Treese had been trying to say something. What's your
Yeah, they rank 5th.
in points allowed? Yes.
Yeah, they rank 5th.
Dallas is 5 in points allowed.
So
Point.
points allowed, that's what we're talking about. So when it come down, and by the way, I'm a Saints fan, but when it comes to points allowed, man,
Jordan, you funny.
the Niners defense, them dudes tough for real. And so what's going to happen is, and this is my revelation to this, I think Dak probably is going to outplay Purdy. I really feel like that. But y'all defense gonna punch.
Wait, Treese. Dak's gonna outplay who?
No, Dak, no, for real, seriously. See how like the conversation is about Dak throwing the picks, Dak doing this. He gonna probably come out there and play a real solid game. But man, y'all defense too powerful. And Zeke won't be able to run the ball. Tony won't be able to run the
Zeke's
ball.
trash.
CD is leading the league in receptions. He leading the league in touchdowns.
He's decent.
I just want to hear her say Purdy again. That's all I want to hear.
Because
Yeah, I've been waiting.
look,
I've been waiting for that too since she said it. I'm like, can we say it again?
Because as fans, we still got the game still got to be played. So as of right now, we all speculating. We don't know how this gonna play out, right? So I'm looking at it as okay.
No, Rod ain't speculate. He said he already know how it's played.
No, we getting that L. That's what he said. It's game over.
I mean,
so we might as well not even play.
it's game
We
over.
might as well not even play the game. That's what he's saying. Well,
Don't go to the game.
Let's
Don't
just
go to
go
the
back
game,
to
Ben.
Dallas. All right, no game.
Go right
All
back to
let's go
Dallas and
back.
forfeit.
Congratulations,
You would look
you're
better
an
being
NFC championship
forfeited
game
than
for
playing the
49ers.
game.
We'll go home. Congratulations. The game won't even be played.
Has anybody actually
Cancel.
answered the question yet?
No.
No.
I've been trying to
No.
wait because I got an answer, but I want the Niners fans to answer it first. Like I've been trying to wait
I mean,
for the Niners
I've been
fans
waiting for
to answer
Dan
the
to finish for
question.
like 3 days now. So
Right.
I'm sorry, Wise. I heard Gina mention one thing, and it got me going. She mentioned one thing, Wise. She mentioned one thing, and I was like, "Oh, it's my turn."
See, you notice he was really calm about everything that I was saying, and then once Gina said something nice about the Cowboys, boom, there it goes.
I
No.
mean, I don't know.
'Cause we're not gonna play around on this podcast tonight, as
Look,
if we
Ben,
all
they
believe the Dallas Cowboys
they
will win,
really
including
gonna
Ben.
trash talk. I mean, look, again, this is coming from a whole different opposed fan, right? These people are looking to get on here and really bam, like mano y mano. Y'all made it to the divisional round, so
Right, Trees.
all that
Talk about it.
nice shit going out the window. That's what
Yeah.
they
Facts.
want. That's what they came out here looking for. And so I'm gonna put myself in those shoes. If that was the Saints in the NFC, man, I'm talking so much shit until that game played, and I'm not stopping. So
That's
Ben,
true.
you is going nice. Talk your shit and don't be scared.
I ain't gonna lie. The Falcons are in the playoffs. I'd be nervous because I don't trust them in the playoffs. I got no reason to trust them.
He still got nightmares about 28-3, so it's not.
Yeah,
not-
Jordan,
All right,
Jordan, you
hold up.
told me you don't trust Falcons in a regular season game.
I don't. I don't at all. You're absolutely
They've
right.
never given him a reason to.
You're absolutely right.
Never given him a reason to.
Practice.
Listen,
Hey,
I'm
but-
one of those people. I don't give out trust just freely. I don't care if you're my team. I ain't just gonna trust you. You got to earn it.
You gotta
Yeah.
prove it. Yeah, you
You
gotta
gotta,
prove
they
you
it.
gotta
haven't
earn
earned
the
it.
trust. That's fair.
Dak didn't prove anything yet.
Ben,
I'll
can I
say
ask you a
it
question,
here.
even though the question hasn't been answered? I'm sorry, Wise. Go ahead. Go ahead, Wise.
I'm really, you know what? Y'all go ahead. I'm just gonna chill over here. I'm gonna produce with the sound
Wise, I'm
effects.
I
with
was
you.
going to ask Ben.
What's
I
the
was just going
question?
to
Yeah.
ask Ben.
Yeah, what's the question?
I just want
Yeah.
to ask Ben this one question. Ben, do you really think you have a chance of winning?
A chance? Yeah. I mean, what do you think? It's a 0% chance. That ain't a chance means 1% or more. So it ain't a 0% chance.
So what is your percentage? What is your percentage of
I thought we
believing
gotta-
that you'll win this game?
I thought we were gonna wait on that. No, we want to get to that right now. We're already
Like,
picking.
we about
we're already
to
pick-
go
We
live
can't
right
even
now.
get to the first question.
'Cause I'm ready to get
I
in
know
this
that's what I'm
right
saying.
now.
Like, I wouldn't put it higher. I would put it as high as 40. I'm gonna go higher than that.
40. Ben, you trying to be
40,
nice.
60?
So it's a 60-40 chance? 60-40?
And I'm gonna say 100%. Come
What
on.
you trying to say? Are you trying to say it's like 99-1? Let's see what the Niners fans
Yes.
say. What is the percentage
Yes,
that the
I'm
Niners
saying
fans
it's
say?
99-1, and you're the one.
Oh, we winning. Like, I mean, we winning the game.
You're the
So,
one, Ben.
you know,
You
the
got
only
ones
question
on
is
your
it a
chest,
close
Ben.
game or is it a blowout?
Right.
I'm
The outcome is
99.
determined already.
Hey, hey,
I'm
We're
like
not
a
losing to Dallas.
I'm like a paternity test. I'm 99.9999999% sure we're winning.
You are the father.
Take it again.
this
Are
is my
not
thing.
the NFC Divisional champs, Ben.
My thing, Gina, is he got ones on his chest.
What's up, Corey
You know it's
Davis
only a
in the
1%
house and
chance.
Doug?
Shout out Doug. Shout out Corey.
But
Hey,
You got-
y'all
you
gonna
got
leave my
ones
man's
on your chest, Ben.
Danny White
You
jersey
know it's
alone.
only a 1% chance of you
He
winning
said
this
that's
game.
Danny White. I've seen that reference 3 times now. I appreciate it. It ain't no Danny White.
Oh, okay. So you know, it could be a throwback, you know.
I know who that is, though. I'm not that old, but I know who that is. I know he was
Hey,
a
talk
quarterback.
about
I
it,
know that.
Marcus. Talk about it, Marcus, because I'm not letting Ben leave this studio before
What's up,
knowing
Bryant?
that he only has a 1% chance of winning this game.
You were
can
trying to
talk
break
me-
this
you
man
can-
down.
You
Like,
can talk to me
Hey.
for the next 3 hours. You ain't gonna convince me it's 1%.
Honestly,
you ain't gonna convince me.
Listen,
It ain't gonna
listen,
work.
listen.
I thought
Ben,
Ben was going to come with a Des Bryant jersey, honestly, because I know how much you like Bryant.
I got him too.
Hmm.
Ben came with the right jersey because he's wearing ones, which means he has a 1% chance of winning this game.
Oh man! Oh,
Ben
brother.
knows the vibes. He knows the
That's
vibes.
Ben.
He
That's
came
It
with
Ben.
ain't.
ones
It ain't
because he knows he has a
99-1.
1% chance of winning this
No.
game.
No, you ain't convinced me of that. None of y'all are gonna convince me of that.
I predict 2 defensive scores. 49ers scores, of course.
Yes, there is.
2 defensive scores? Yeah, I don't know. Nah.
Yeah.
That means Dak turns over the ball, Ben, in case you didn't know.
Oh,
Or Pollard or
Excuse
Zeke.
me. Oh, so for them to score a defensive touchdown, we gotta give them. Oh wow. Oof.
I got
Hey, Miss Debbie, I'm gonna get to the question
Right.
eventually.
No,
I got
seriously.
a Dak.
Get to the question, Wise.
I got a
I'm
Dak.
with
I
you,
got a
Wise.
Dak.
I'm waiting with you.
Sack.
All right,
I got
let's
a
get to the
Dak.
Hell,
question.
I gotta
Let's get
read
to
it
the
again.
question.
Let me read it again.
Let's get to the question on the screen. That's
What
we're
do
trying
you
to do
think
right now.
about Dallas saying Purdy is not prepared for this defense?
Look,
Laughable.
look. Purdy will be prepared for what he needs to be prepared for. Keep in mind, he practices against the #1 defense on a weekly basis, and he's been doing it all season for the most part. Especially when he was running the scout team, he was going up against the one. So, playing a tough defense. Look, the Cowboys defense is okay. It's cool, but it's not the Niner defense that he sees in practice all the time. They're gonna
Thank
make
you,
sure
Miss
that kid is
Debbie.
ready. Believe
Yeah,
that. So
that's
Dallas needs to just
But
stop.
again, you got to keep that 1% in your mind. It's any given Sunday.
That's all it is.
That's
Of
all
course,
it
it's
is.
any given Sunday.
Hey,
A
Trees,
game can go
Trees,
anyway,
you're
but
right.
it ain't
They got
happening this weekend.
1%. We gave them 1%.
Up to this point in the year, what's the best pass rush that Brock Purdy's played against?
He hasn't. That's his point with that question.
Well, that's what that's what I'm trying to get
He
to.
hasn't seen anybody like Parsons attack him though.
Well, not
Yeah.
even just Parsons. There's Lawrence. They got other players. I mean, obviously Parsons is
Yeah.
the focal point, but they have other guys.
It's
Yeah,
Like-
they got D-Lo. Now,
They-
D-Lo
they
The
were-
best
they were the
team that
number
we
one
saw,
league.
the best team that we saw that was the hottest team at that time was the Miami Dolphins.
when they had their starting 2 tackles out, and I remember
Yeah,
that.
that's-
game.
Well, I
So-
mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, that
It
ain't
is
a good
what it
example.
is,
I'm
sure.
sorry.
But so
That
my
ain't a
point
good
being, I
example.
think that's a big part of it.
And their
also.
defense is trash, anyways.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
And also,
Miami's
if you look
defense is
at,
trash.
if you
That's
look at
not.
some of the,
But everybody kept saying, "Oh, when the Niners play the Dolphins, then we're really going to see if they're any
That's
good."
not his
Actually,
point, though.
I
He's trying
didn't
to
say
make the
that.
point. You have
Washington had a
Purdy-
good front four.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
that's a
not
good
act like
one.
Washington didn't.
That's a good one. That was the first game that
Yeah.
Montez
Play
Sweat was
smart. Come
back
on now,
from his
don't.
ACL.
Yep.
That was the first game back
Chase
from the
Young.
ACL.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dallas
Chase Young.
lost severely to the Commanders, if I remember.
Not even
correctly.
just Chase Young. They got Allen. They
That's
got
the
them
real-
boys. Washington got
No, they
some
do.
boys up front.
That's what I'm saying.
That,
That was
that,
that was a
that
good one.
Washington loss
That's a
is
good
the
one.
reason they did what they did on Monday night. So I ain't mad about that Washington loss.
But I'm saying I think
didn't
this
mean
is
anything.
this is where the Dallas. I'm answering the question in terms of if I were Dallas, this is why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
So first off, that pass rush that they have up front, We all know they like to force turnovers. That also gets them in trouble sometimes in the back end. But there's also that. And also, as great of a game as Brock Purdy had last week, some of the numbers showed he actually wasn't as good as the numbers show. Now, don't get me wrong. He did a great job getting those guys to people in space. In Seattle, who is the worst team in the league when it comes to giving up yards after catch. Let Debo go loose, Kittle go loose, CMC go loose. So obviously, I don't think that the Cowboys expect that they're going to do the same thing.
Hang on one second, guys. Hang on one second. Rick Diaz in the chat. Can you please be more respectful, or I'll put you on a timeout? Thank you.
Whoa! What I miss in the chat?
Wait, what's going on?
Oh,
Yeah.
You say Cowboy freak. You said put your money.
Gina, no. Don't give him attention. Don't give him attention.
No, he usually comes into the chats, though. He's usually here.
Gina,
okay, I know. I'm just saying, like,
Marcus.
he's always in our podcast, always nice, and now he's just attacking our. Ben is a friend of mine, so I need respect in here. Anyways, go ahead, Jordan. Go ahead, Jordan.
I was just saying in terms of like I think that's not my answer in terms of what I think Brock Purdy is going to be ready for. Now I'm saying if I'm on Dallas, this is why they're going to say that.
Yeah, there was two things that Dallas was number one on defense. And I'm not saying they're the best defense, but they were number one in pressure percentage and number one in turnovers.
And what makes them so good when they do pressure is they can do the same thing San Francisco does. You don't need to blitz to get people home.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the one thing Purdy needs to avoid going against this team. I talked about this last time. It's when he does his escape, when he escapes the pocket. He does that same turn to the left and tries to escape. This is probably not the team to try that. If anything, he needs to climb in the pocket. That's one thing that makes me nervous is I don't want Purdy to turn into a Micah Parsons and bang.
But
you know what I'm saying?
You know what Dallas is going to do now that they've seen it on tape? Because remember, he did it like 3 plays in a row before halftime last week. They're going to rush him to force him out to that side. They're going to force everything that way. They're not going to let him roll out to the right where he can still throw it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's interesting we haven't talked about is this game has 2 of the best defensive coordinators in the entire league. Just the coordinators themselves. Like that, there's a reason them defenses are what they are. Sure, it's the players, but these are probably the 2, maybe not. Well, yeah, let's just say it, probably the 2 best defensive coordinators in the league.
And who probably knows Kyle Shanahan the most? The coach that he was the OC under for 2 years.
Yeah, true.
Dan Quinn back in Atlanta.
Quinn, yep.
Certainly didn't matter last year, though. They still ran the ball down our throat.
Yeah, that didn't help.
That's what they're going to do it again. Like, that's how you attack our defense. It's pretty simple. If you can run the ball and create favorable situations, then you expose the secondary because the secondary, it doesn't matter what team you are. If you lose your number 2 and your number 3 cornerbacks, your secondary is going to be weaker. That's what 100%. It is. And they lost Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis. And those were some good players that probably not many people know the names, but they were good.
Yeah, John Lewis was serviceable, but Diggs going to have his hands full because you can't check Debo. You can't catch MC coming out the backfield. They have
why as an offense? Why would you attack Diggs? You don't need to attack everybody else.
Let me can I jump in, Treese? I'll wait for Treese to get done.
That's y'all number 1 corner. Who is he gonna run behind? Them people got weapons.
I'm trying to say it doesn't matter who he covers because they ain't gonna throw it to him.
Bullshit. Y'all act like Trayvon Diggs is a shutdown corner.
That's not what I'm saying. You put words in my mouth. That's not what I'm saying.
He makes mistakes.
Is Trayvon Diggs
is gonna get get tossed in this game?
Is Trayvon Diggs better than the other corners?
Yes.
On the Dallas team.
Yes.
Why do you think I'm asking that? So the Niners aren't going to attack him.
From Trayvon Diggs.
They don't need them. My point is, you don't need to attack Diggs if you can attack everybody else.
I
ain't saying Diggs is a great corner. I didn't say he's the best corner in the league. I'm saying if you have a weakness, you attack. Like you attack the weakness. The weakness ain't Diggs. The weakness is everybody else.
Who should Diggs follow on the Niners team?
He ain't following nobody. He ain't good enough to follow nobody. Let's stop playing like this man is like all pro. Bro, he's a good cornerback, but he's not a shutdown cornerback.
then he gonna have to go out there and cover somebody. Whether he good
gonna
like
cover.
that or
He
not.
gonna and what I'm saying, Tracy, is he gonna get tossed by somebody because
I
he
don't-
likes to cheat. He likes to jump routes, and he does not stay home. So
Yeah,
we're not gonna
that's true.
act like
He
this
don't
man
stay
is
home.
prime time.
It's true. That's true. He
Well,
don't
I
stay
mean,
home.
I don't think
He don't
anybody
stay
said he
home.
was, but
I
here's
didn't
the
say he
thing.
was the
You
best
can't.
corner,
I'm not
second best
saying
corner,
he
even
is,
third
Jordan,
best
but
corner. I
I'm
didn't say
saying
any of
he's-
that.
You literally are the one that brought up prime time.
I brought up
You
prime
literally
time
brought
only-
up prime
I
time.
brought up prime time to say nobody's afraid to go at Stephon Diggs. Like
Well,
we're
I would
not
hope not,
saying
'cause he
like,
played
Yeah,
on
well,
offense.
hope not. He's on
Stephon
both.
Diggs is over
Yeah,
here, so
Trevor
we're not
Lawrence.
going to throw to that side.
You talking about
Here-
the Bills now? I thought we were talking Niners.
But here,
Cowboys.
can we like forget another thing too?
Trey
Forget,
Diggs.
you can't travel.
Trey
You cannot
Diggs.
travel against the 49ers. They line up people all over the place.
Oh,
So if you
yeah,
have them
that's
lined up
for
on
sure.
one player, let's say you want to line them up on Debo. All right, cool. If Debo goes into the backfield, then what are you going to do? You want to have him line up in the box? That's too
But it-
predictable. Now you know it's man or zone right away. So he's not going to travel. He's probably going to play on one side, stay
Not
over
only-
there.
not
Now
only
I do
that,
think this though. I do think this.
ultimately-
They're going to try him twice on 2 double moves. They're going to try
Yeah,
him
of course.
twice.
That's how you get him on don't move because he's
Absolutely.
aggressive. That's exactly how you get him.
I'm-
But the point is,
I want to see how Kyle gonna draft it all up because that dude good. He the one took Atlanta to the Super Bowl. So
wanna talk
I'm
about that.
excited. I'm excited to see what Kyle gonna have cooked up.
I mean,
All
they
I'm saying
get.
is nobody is afraid of Trey Diggs.
I didn't
Nobody.
say anybody was. I didn't say that. You assumed I said that. I didn't say that.
Not assume, Ben. All I'm saying is Brock Purdy is not going to look away because Trey Diggs is on that side. If Brandon Ayuk is on that side and they have a play ran for Brandon Ayuk, he's not going to run away from Diggs because Diggs is over there.
Yeah, I know we talking
That's
about
what
the
I'm saying.
secondary and we talking about Diggs and all this and that. The bottom line is Dallas ain't winning if that pass rush don't get home. That's what
Dallas ain't winning at all, even if the pass rush does get home. That's what you're not hearing me say.
Oh, I'm hearing you. I'm just not agreeing with you.
Well, let's get to another question. So this
feel
is
you,
from Miss Debbie.
We good, man. I ain't taking anything personal.
What up, Rod?
We good.
Rod, thank you for coming back with us on your phone. I
So what do we
presume?
got now? Let's actually answer this question.
With
We didn't
Dak
answer the other
being
one.
a mobile QB, what would be your plan, Niners fans and etc.? Or what would you think, Ben? What would be the plan to stop him? Keep
He is
in
naked.
mind, he wants all the smoke.
I didn't understand that last sentence because nobody said any of that. Somebody who asked the question maybe said that, but he didn't say that. Dak didn't say that.
Well,
According
Dak did
to-
say he wanted to play the 49ers.
Yeah, he
To
said
me,
that.
that says you want to smoke. So
Fair enough.
Well, I didn't know
Yes,
that.
he's-
But,
yeah,
I
it
he
got
talked
you.
appears that
about
Dak
how
Prescott
last year
wants
was
all
still in
the
his
smoke.
head.
But
Yeah.
that's normal though. They just beat him end of the season last year. Any competitor would want to play him again.
That means he want to smoke.
All right, I'm with
That-
you.
that's
I'm
fair?
with you. Yeah,
That's fair. All right.
That's fair. I'm with you. But
So with
anybody
that
would
said-
want to get payback. I mean, they ended
Well,
the
sure,
season
sure.
last year.
Well, so what would you guys do to stop him? What would be your plan to stop him?
Right.
Dak is
down
self-check.
my
Well, y'all
alley.
go ahead.
This is right there. I'm so
What would
happy.
you do,
That's what I'm
Jordan?
talking about.
Jordan, you're the
Come
D
on,
lineman.
self-check.
I'm so happy. All right, here's what you got to do, and I'm so happy. This is my last question too before I got to go. It's all about being a disciplined pass rusher. So every single time you see like Micah Parsons has the big numbers, Nick Bosa has the big numbers, but a lot of times it's what other people are doing up front that helps them get to those numbers. So you got to have your 2 inside rush. If you rush 4, 2 inside rushers have to be on those eyes, like basically one eye each side of the field, right? That's how you keep them from stepping up inside the box. Then if you're on the outside, you can't rush too far in and you can't rush too far up the field because that's where those lanes start to open up to get outside. What the 49ers do so good of a job of while I've watched them is even when they rush 4, as hellacious as they are up front, they do such a good job of staying disciplined in their lanes, and that's how you get it done. You have to stay disciplined while you're also going out there to make things happen because just beating somebody and getting pressure, that doesn't do it. Sometimes, because you get pressure and how you do it is where a quarterback's able to use their legs and get in open space.
Well, yeah, their front seven is 100% their best on their defense.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
That's
it's
exactly
like,
what you're saying.
yeah,
It's
like
the
they're gonna
linebackers
win,
and
but
the
they'll
line.
do it in a disciplined fashion.
That was a
And
good answer.
he has 8 toes.
That was
Yeah.
a good answer. That was a good answer.
What would you do, Treese?
You know what? I'm just here to support y'all.
Right on.
I mean, I'm just here
It's
to
good to
support
see
y'all.
you.
Like, you know, I really, really just want to see a good game from you guys. Like, man, may the best man win. I know how, you know, I'm always talking to y'all guys, so I know how y'all feeling.
Yeah.
Emotions is riding high, you know, but with Dallas, you know, you have a lot of their fans, you know, get in over their head. And the first thing they do is want to bring up the shit ring.
Who?
Oh, we lost her.
I think we,
Bring
I
it
think
up.
Oh,
we
there
lost
she
her.
goes.
There we
There
go.
she
I
goes.
can't get with. Yeah, I'm sorry, my phone rang. Can't get.
They called back real quick.
I can finish the points you're trying to make, though. I know exactly what points you're trying to make. Like, I can finish that sentence.
You know, they get in over their head with bringing up the rings and stuff like that. So that's what makes it hard talking to Dallas Cowboy fans. Given the fact, I think that between the respective ball clubs, the Niners and Dallas, I think both organizations, it's been like 26, 27 years since both of y'all been to the big dance. Well, not for the Niners,
they
but
won
for
it.
Dallas.
Since
Yeah.
we won it, yeah.
Yeah, since y'all won. Y'all last time was 2015, I think, something like that.
We went to 2019 and
2019.
lost
2019.
against
Yeah,
against
Oh,
Kansas
boy.
City.
when Jimmy, whoever was talking about Jimmy G, if Jimmy G made the pass to Sanders, y'all would have won that
Yeah,
one.
Marcus. If Jimmy knew how to throw a deep pass,
If he
we'd
threw
probably
that
have
to
another one.
Emmanuel, that would be.
And
But yeah, I
first
can't-
was
Jimmy
held.
G.
I'm thinking about when y'all came down here and the lights went off in the Superdome.
Against
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
We ain't talking
Yeah,
about
the
that
Baltimore
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
right.
the one she
one.
was
If Jim
talking about.
Harbaugh would have told
That
let
was
Frank
some
Gore run the ball.
bullshit.
Well,
Right. So for
Harry Douglas
Dallas,
doesn't fall in the NFC Championship, but anyway.
Dallas, it's been 20
This guy.
something years. Most kids and stuff was in Pampers and stuff like that.
I
So,
can't listen to any. I can't listen to any Cowboys fans who talk Super Bowl. I can't. It's been way
That's
too
what they
long.
bring up.
You
That's
can't.
what
You
they bring
can't.
up.
Every
You
time.
can't. In 1996, people, you
What's up?
cannot predict the Super Bowl if it has been since 1996. They
Yeah,
got to
that-
do it. You
What's up,
can't-
Wolfcast? I
can't
see
do
you.
it. I can't deal with Cowboys fans. They're
All
like
right.
I can't.
So that's it for me. Got to get back to work.
Thank you,
this has been
Jordan.
dope. Been always a blast. I'm gonna go 31-27 Niners. And also shout out my 2 former teammates that are gonna be in this game. Obviously, C-Mac for the Niners, and then Dalton Schultz for the Cowboys.
Ah, yes.
Shout out, Jordan. Shout out.
Jordan-
Put them shout outs,
Jordan.
Jordan.
Co-host Jordan Watkins is a